Greetings, gamers! I've been working on a new game called Incoming. Incoming is a 3D VR missile defense game. Protect your cities with a wide assortment of defenses against waves of warheads, bombers, zeppelins, and epic bosses. Wishlist today on Steam. Link is in the description. Alright, apologies for getting so angry. Whoa. That's no good. For getting so angry in the previous episode, I'm probably still gonna get angry here. Because this is ridiculous. Come on. I am not enjoying this quest. The fact that you can't re-dominate people, it seems like a massive... Oh, come on. Just hide in the corner or something. Still can't see me. What the hell? The fact that you can't re-dominate is just like broken. Or that you can only send one command to a character after you dominate them. Does not make any sense. How do I get out of here? Alright, so it looks like the elevator's over there. How am I gonna get the F out of here? Okay, I got detected. Wonderful.
Take him down.
Do something.
Should I just leave? I don't really feel like doing this quest yet. I mean, I can just leave, right? Screw it. I don't care. Come on. Hurry up. Ryujen's gonna be mad at me. At the same time, I don't know if I really care. Should I? Jeez. Come on. Alright, I think that probably the right thing to do would be to try to get out through that wash station. It's gonna be tedious as hell, though. It's gonna involve me jumping around like an idiot. Come on. Get up on the thing. Oh, what are you doing? Fucking A. Get up on the fucking thing. Oh my god, I'm so mad. How the fuck do I do this? Okay. Fine, stop sneaking. Get up. Get up. Get up there. There's no good way over there. I don't really want to do this. Alright, looks like I found a way that might be a solution. Holy shit, this is annoying as hell. Not a fan. Not a fan of these stealth missions. They're very badly done. And maybe if this was if this game were more stealth oriented and they could spend more time on it. But here where it's like stapled on, it's just not good. Like the dominate system is not good. Alright, well, now we know probably... So this was probably the way that we were supposed to come in and out, and I maybe made it trickier for myself than I had to. But at the same time, it's like... At least give me some indicators of what you want me to do, for goodness sake. Let's see if Ryujin gets mad at me. Like, oh my, somebody glimpsed you out of the corner of their eye or something. It's just gonna be, no. Alright, over to SSNN it is.
Check the record. Industrialist.
I'm kind of gonna be glad that Ryujin is over. I've soured to their quest quite a bit.
Administrations come and go in the big city, but SSNN is here to stay.
All right.
Can I help you?
Dialogue, please. Dialogue options. please. Hello? Whoa. Okay, that was interesting. I think I have a news story you'd be very interested in. Or I've got SSNN's next major headline, where everything on the slate is true and the cell systems need to know about it. We'll go with that. We're going to appeal to his sense of honor.
Is that so? Spoken like a true tabloid reporter. What's this so-called story about?
Think Infinity Limited's growing body count due to unauthorized human trials says it all. Or find out yourself. The details are all in the slate. Or corporate corruption is highest level. Let's just give him the slate.
All right. I'll take a look. I don't suppose you want to tell me how you got this evidence.
I'm not at liberty to say, but everything you need is on that slate. Or, I'm pretty sure you already know the answer to that. Or I can't reveal my sources. I'm sure as a reporter, you understand that. Or, isn't the truth more important than how it was obtained? Questions first.
Well, obviously the truth is what matters most. But oftentimes, the source can help substantiate the evidence. We have a reputation to uphold as a news network. I'm sure you can understand that.
I'm going to appeal once again to his, let's say, journalistic integrity, as if journalists actually had any integrity. I can't reveal my sources, but I'm sure as a reporter you understand that.
Of course. I just hope your source is as reliable as you think they are. Is there at least a name I can cite as my source?
I think you know the drill here. Or anonymous, or just a concerned citizen. We'll go with that.
Why am I not surprised? As long as the evidence is adequate and verifiable, I expect it'll be aired within the hour, if not sooner. Now, if you'll excuse me, I obviously have some work to do.
Yes, you do. All right. Should we wait for the headline to break? I wonder if we could go back in.
Nice hat.
Go back in and actually see his face when the headline breaks. They probably don't do anything special for it, but... Let's see, where can we find a SSNN kiosk? Here's one. Come on, tell me something. Give me some juicy news. Some juicy headlines. Guess not. Alright, I suppose we could just get out of here. Head on back to Ryujin. Alright. And then we could kind of finish it up. I feel like there's more stuff we should be doing here on Jemison, but I kind of want to finish up this quest line. It seems to have gone on for a very long time. And that last quest was not fun at all. I mean, if the dominate ability worked better, maybe, but... Yeah, so what I ended up doing is kicking that guy out. Just because...
I've got my eye on you.
It seems like whenever you open up the alarm case for the experimental... Actually, we should take a look at it. Oh, got it in our inventory. What does it look like? Internal neuroamp prototype. Here we go. Okay. Also, we got this. Cyber Runner's Handbook. Megacorps have met their match. Turbotech Training Special. Adds a bankable auto attempt for hacking. Okay. So, yeah, what was I saying? I don't remember. Alright, let's do this.
I've yet to hear anything of note on SSNN. Let's hear your report.
Give it time. I just got here. Or not a single hitch. David Barron should be running the story any minute. Or it's only a matter of time. I'm sure it'll be the story of the year. Let's do not a single hitch.
Good. David won't be able to resist a story like this. He'll do some preliminary confirmations, which will be enough to get the broadcast out to the public. And how did the neuroamp perform?
It was extremely useful, or I never had any need for it, or I wasn't about to use it to force people to do things against their will. Here's another case where we need a third or fourth, in this case, option, which is extremely useful. I never had any need for it, or it was not good at all because I can't dominate people twice. Like, so I'm just going to say I never had any need for it because that's the closest thing.
That's unfortunate. Although a true testament to your skills as an operative, I can see how relying on such technology may not be for everyone. So now it's just a waiting game for SSNN to break the news. Once the story airs, we have another board meeting scheduled to decide how to handle Infinity. Go ahead, May.
Wait, so this isn't the end?
The SSNN broadcast has started. Shall I patch it through?
Yes, thank you.
Infinity Ltd. and Lucas Drexler are currently under investigation for a number of violations, including murder for hire, unauthorized human trials, and corporate theft. Authorities representing the UC and the Freestar Collective have been dispatched to a consolidated mining station and the clinic. Both locations are believed to hold numerous victims. Drexler's motivation appears to be an attempt to launch a new product based off stolen information from a competitor. The details on the project itself and the competitor have yet to be confirmed. This has been David Barron for SSNN.
Perfect. This exposure puts Infinity right where we want them. The meeting will begin momentarily, but I want you to discuss the options we have with the other members. Infinity's net worth is about to hit rock bottom. So this gives us the opportunity to win a little more public faith.
Ryujin buys Infinity Ltd. And nobody loses their job, or if you intend to swoop in and save Infinity Ltd., they don't deserve it. I kind of agree with that. Or how does Infinity's loss gain Ryujin's public faith? We'll go with that.
Infinity is about to crumble before the eyes of the public. They employ thousands of people, and those thousands of people are now worried about their jobs. That's where we come in. First, we'll issue a public statement expressing disgust at their leadership, but sympathy for the innocent workers. That's when we offer to acquire them.
So when we were there, they kept talking about, like, next quarter's earnings and stuff like that. It didn't seem like this company was all that well run or managed. I don't think that we should actually acquire them if we can avoid it. They seem like a liability.
This isn't an act of mercy. It's a marketing ploy. The truth is, we'll be making evaluations. We'll shed any employees who don't make the cut, slowly but surely. By incorporating Infinity, we eliminate a competitor, get their best employees and contracts, and all while boosting our public perception.
Sounds like a win-win situation to me. And here I thought Ryujin might be doing the right thing for once. Or do you really think Infinity Ltd. Has any employees' value?
We've already done some initial evaluations, so I'm certain of it. Infinity has a lot of appeal being in New Atlantis. I'm sure plenty of brilliant minds are there because they prefer the location. Plus, there's always that handful of people that think they've got something to prove by not working for Ryujin. As if other corporations are really any better.
I'm gonna do this sarcastic in here. I thought Ryujin might be doing the right thing for once. I want to see her reaction to that. She might get angry.
It is the right thing. For Ryujin. Which is why I'd like you to talk to the board to convince them this is the right move. There are several who might disagree, and you have the perfect tool to help sway them.
You want me to use the internal neuroamp on board members? I'm not going to use the internal neuroamp on my coworkers. I'll talk to them, but I can't make any promises. Or if they don't agree, I'll be sure to make them listen. I don't like this. You want me to use the internal neuroamp on board members? Questions first?
Yes, that's exactly what it's designed for. The bright side being, they'll never know.
I'm going to say I'm not going to do it.
Fine. Whether or not you use the internal neuroamp is up to you, but I still want results. You'll find most of the board members in their offices preparing. Vina is also here, waiting for the meeting to start. We'll need at least 50% of the vote to go our way. In the event of a tie, I will make the final decision. I trust you'll get it done.
All right. Let's just do it. Well, I mean, maybe... how much time do we have left in the episode? Let me just check that. Oh my god, there's a lot of time left in the episode. Okay. Yeah, I'm not really feeling this. I really... Well, let's just do it.
Did Masako send you to try and convince me to acquire Infinity Ltd? I think we both know that's not going to work.
If you acquired Infinity Ltd, you'd save jobs. It's good public perception. Infinity Ltd doesn't deserve to be part of the Ryujin family. It should be shut down. Or, I feel like you just want to be difficult. Or, well, not with that attitude. We'll go with that.
You can make light of the situation, but my stance won't change. The internal neuroamp gives us the power to crush our competitors, not take them under our wing. This is exactly why Masako's time as CEO is finished.
I'm already one step ahead of you, or Masako is a better CEO than you'll ever be, or I'm not using the internal neuroamp anymore, it's too dangerous. Or you're all way too eager to use the neuroamp on each other. Yeah, that's true.
Oh? Your response tells me Masako must have given you similar advice. It'd be unlike her to not fully exploit an advantage, especially when she believes acquiring Infinity is the right thing to do.
Listen to reason, Ularu. You know acquiring Infinity is the right choice. Or taking on Infinity would be a huge liability, so I'm with you. That I actually agree with. I could care less about Infinity Ltd. They're not my problem. It's heartless to let Infinity die when you know there are benefits to acquiring them. Or why are you so against acquiring Infinity Ltd? Probably because it's going to expose her hand, but we'll see.
The corporate world will hear SSNN's story and believe Ryujin exposed Infinity because they stole from us. It sends a strong message. But acquiring Infinity could be interpreted as a safety net. Infinity tried to screw us over, yet they still survived. We need to be sending a much stronger message. If you mess with Ryujin, we'll shut you down. Period.
Alright, I'm going to go with taking on Infinity would be a huge liability, so I'm with you.
I'm glad you see it that way. Now to get the rest of the board to agree with you. As long as everyone has Ryujin's best interests in mind, this should make for an interesting meeting.
Speaking of, I plan on bringing up the internal neuroamp as an issue in the meeting. Or, with the internal neuroamp, best interests don't matter. It can guarantee success on its own. Or an interesting meeting, I somehow doubt that. Or I agree. I'm looking forward to seeing the outcome. I think that I'm gonna... I mean, I haven't really decided. I didn't know it was going to be an option to bring up the internal neuroamp as an issue.
Did I lose you?
Yeah, let's talk about bringing it up.
An issue? That would be a foolish move.
Probably.
Dalton and Alexis are the only two against it. You'd never get the rest to shut it down.
Ooh, can I use manipulation to force her to realize it's dangerous? That's kind of funny. It's kind of poetic justice. I might actually do that. If you really cared about Ryujin's best interest, you'd vote to shut it down. Or do you really think the good aspects of the internal neuroamp outweigh the bad? Let's just do it. Let's do it.
Dangerous indeed. For all I know, you're using it right now. The irony.
Well,
Perhaps I didn't see it earlier, but you're right. The moment a competitor reverse engineers Vina's work, it'll be chaos. The last thing I want is to have my brain scrambled because some engineer didn't do their due diligence. Now, if you'll excuse me, I still have a lot of preparations to make.
So I'm really not feeling great about this. I'm kind of put off by it. I might wrap up the episode early just because I'm so... The quest to... Yeah, I'm kind of just burned out by not having this go the way that I want. And that quest for the... to sneak around in Infinity LTD really kind of put me off. Yeah, I'm just shocked at how bad that ran. Like, yeah, the fact that you can only ever command somebody once, and then it's like they snap out of it on for no reason. There's no indication. It was just like extremely tedious and frustrating. So anyway, yeah, I'm gonna wrap it up here. Sorry for the short episode. I'm just yeah, I'm not feeling it. So anyway, thank you very much for watching. I hope that you enjoyed this, and if you did, please like, maybe comment, maybe share, maybe subscribe. New episodes every day at 4 p.m. Eastern Time, US in Canada. I'm Cobalt, Thorium, and I hope to get you in the next one. Bye-bye.